Drink warm lemon water every morning for 2 weeks and you'll be amazed by the results. You might not believe it, but just 1 glass of lemon water in the morning can impact your digestion, skin, joints, and even your mood. People who have tried it say, "I didn't expect to feel such a sense of lightness." The morning starts off like any other. Silence in the kitchen, the familiar sounds of the kettle, and my hand instinctively reaching for a strong cup of tea or coffee. But then there's that heaviness in my body, a weakness in my stomach, as if all the energy for the day has already been used up. Everything seems normal, yet it feels like my body is waking up late. Sound familiar? But that's not all. That sluggishness and heaviness in the mornings are not just a sign of getting older. They're a signal, I'd say, a warning. As we age, our metabolism slows down, stomach acidity decreases, and the functions of the liver and kidneys may become compromised. If we don't help our bodies gently wake up in the morning, something terrible can happen. Toxins start to build up, digestion gets disrupted, and chronic issues can worsen. When you drink warm water with lemon, as I'll explain, right after you wake up, you help your body get going. This mixture awakens your digestive juices, stimulates liver function, gently cleanses the intestines, and hydrates your cells. The lemon provides essential nutrients, which I will discuss shortly, while the warm water warms you from the inside, making absorption easier. Together, they become your morning ignition key for your body. And listen up. If you skip this step, your body will take longer to get moving after sleep. Your internal organs may function sluggishly, and you might spend the whole day in a semi-drowsy state. Most importantly, without cleansing, inflammation can build up, leading to issues with your skin, joints, and blood vessels. Over time, this can result in a decline in your well-being, which could have been prevented if you hadn't chosen to switch to another video without hearing these simple recommendations. So, stick around till the end and take care of your health, because in just 2 weeks, you'll notice the difference. What will you gain? You'll feel more energized. Heaviness will disappear. Your skin will start to clear up, and mornings will bring you joy. I'll explain how to properly prepare lemon water, when to drink it, who it's suitable for, and why Japanese therapists recommend it to their elderly patients. Share this video with your loved ones. They'll thank you for it. So, what does warm lemon water do for your body? As we age, it becomes increasingly difficult for our bodies to eliminate waste products. Accumulated toxins affect our skin, joints, digestion, and mood. However, Japanese experts assert that just 1 glass of warm lemon water in the morning can gently activate the function of the liver, kidneys, and intestines, effectively kicking off an internal self-cleaning mode. How does it work? Lemons contain natural acids, including citric and malic acid, which stimulate enzyme production in the liver. This helps the liver filter blood more effectively and break down harmful substances. Warm water, on the other hand, kickstarts intestinal motility and awakens metabolism. This combination is especially beneficial in the morning when the body is still in a state of internal calm. Importantly, this morning routine helps reduce bloating, normalizes bowel movements, and creates a sense of lightness from the very first days. Listen closely to the story of a 72-year-old woman. Lilian has always been an active person, helping her neighbors and caring for her grandchildren. However, lately, she has been troubled by constipation, bloating, and severe morning sluggishness. She didn't want to resort to laxatives. She remembered how harmful they could be. That's when a Japanese doctor told her about a simple remedy: Every morning, warm water with lemon and a spoonful of honey. At first, Lilian was skeptical, but she decided to give it a try. After a week, she noticed her stomach felt calmer, and by midday, she had the energy she used to have. Now, every morning starts with this drink, a gesture of love for herself and her body. How should you prepare and drink it to avoid mistakes? It's best to use warm water, not boiling, but slightly heated, around 104° Conth or 40 torritars, to preserve the vitamins. Squeeze the juice from a quarter or half of a fresh lemon directly into the cup. If you like, you can add a teaspoon of honey or a bit of ginger. It's important. Drink slowly on an empty stomach, preferably 20-30 minutes before breakfast. And do this every day gently, without overdoing it. This is not a medicine, but a caring ritual that, as observed by Japanese therapists, is particularly effective when done regularly. Now, I want to address those with weak blood vessels, high blood pressure, ringing in the ears, and a heavy feeling in the head. These are familiar issues for many after the age of 60. Often we think that we just have to accept this. However, Japanese cardiologists have proven that vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants found in lemons can gently support vascular health. Warm water helps these nutrients absorb more quickly, creating a natural effect of reducing tension in the body. What powerful substances are found in lemons? Lemons are rich in vitamin C, which protects blood vessel walls from damage and makes them more elastic. The potassium in this citrus fruit helps regulate the body's water-salt balance and lowers blood pressure, especially in the morning when it often rises. Drinking warm water on an empty stomach expands blood vessels and improves microcirculation. It's like giving your body a wake-up call from the inside out, allowing your heart to function more calmly and rhythmically. This morning ritual can be compared to light exercise, but without any strain. Do you think you could follow these simple recommendations? Our next featured individual began to do this regularly and with discipline. William worked with technology his entire life and was a balanced person. However, after turning 75, he started waking up with a heavy feeling in his head, and his blood pressure readings were frequently above 150. While medication lowered his blood pressure, it also made him feel weak. He then decided to try the method we're discussing. Every morning, a glass of warm water with lemon and a pinch of Himalayan salt. He started simply by replacing his coffee with lemon water. After 3 weeks, he noticed that his mind felt clearer, his blood pressure was more stable, and during the day he was back to fixing small electrical appliances, like in the good old days. Do you know how to enhance the effect even further? If you want to boost the benefits, add a thin slice of fresh ginger or a pinch of cinnamon to the lemon water. Ginger stimulates circulation, while cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar levels. This drink not only warms you up, but also reduces inflammation, protecting your blood vessels. The key is to sip lemon water slowly and mindfully, rather than gulping it down. Let it become not just a habit, but a morning pause for silence and self-care. Now, attention to those with weak joints. Here's some important information for you. Morning lemon water helps reduce inflammation and eases joint pain. When every movement feels like a struggle, and your joints experience cracking, stiffness, and tingling, it's not just a sign of aging. These are signals of chronic inflammation, which often worsens over the years. However, Japanese rheumatologists have observed that regularly drinking warm lemon water in the morning can help reduce the inflammatory load and gently improve joint conditions in a natural way. What magical processes will take place in your joints? Lemon water is not just a source of vitamin C. It's an alkaline drink despite its sour taste. Once it enters the body, it helps reduce acidity, which is often linked to joint inflammation due to an acid-base imbalance. Additionally, vitamin C plays a crucial role in collagen synthesis, the primary building block for cartilage and connective tissues. And if you add a little turmeric, you create a natural anti-inflammatory cocktail that acts similarly to mild pain relievers, but without the side effects. Here's a very telling case. Margaret always moved gracefully. Her walk was like that of a swan, and her hands were like those of a pianist. However, in recent years, her knees began to hurt, especially in the mornings. Sometimes she couldn't even go down the stairs without support. Her grandson, fascinated by Eastern medicine, suggested a simple ritual. Every morning, a glass of warm water with lemon and a pinch of turmeric. Margaret was skeptical at first, but she decided to give it a try. After 2 weeks, she noticed that getting out of bed felt easier, and the pain began to subside. A month later, she started doing her morning stretches again. "I may not be getting any younger," she said, "but my body seems to be thanking me for taking care of it. It's all so simple." For those who are experiencing stiffness and discomfort, here's a helpful recipe. Add the juice of half a lemon, a pinch of turmeric, and a bit of black pepper, which helps with the absorption of curcumin, to warm water. Drink on an empty stomach, taking small sips. This beverage not only warms you up and kickstarts your metabolism, but also helps reduce inflammation, improving joint mobility and overall well-being. The key is to make it a daily ritual, a quiet act of self-care. But that's not all. Let's keep going. As we age, our skin becomes drier, loses elasticity, and may develop dark spots and a dull complexion. Our immune system starts to feel like a battery that drains faster. Colds linger longer, and inflammation takes more time to heal. However, a simple action every morning, a glass of warm lemon water, can initiate profound recovery and internal cleansing processes that will not only benefit your health, but also enhance your reflection in the mirror. Here's what ordinary vitamin C, something we all know well, can do. Vitamin C from lemons stimulates the production of collagen, the essential protein responsible for skin elasticity. It also neutralizes free radicals that accelerate cell aging. Additionally, the alkaline effect of lemon water helps eliminate toxins that often manifest on the skin as irritations and a dull complexion. And here's another important property of lemons. They activate the lymphatic system, aiding in the cleansing of intercellular space as if washing the body from the inside out. This supports the immune system, making the body less susceptible to viruses and inflammation. Isn't that amazing? Caroline has always taken pride in her skin, which was often compared to a porcelain figurine in her youth. However, with age, she began to experience breakouts, a grayish complexion, and colds that occurred 3 to 4 times a season. After hearing about the benefits of lemon water from a doctor friend, she started a morning ritual. Warm water, lemon, and sometimes a bit of honey. Within just 10 days, she noticed her skin looked brighter, her eyes clearer, and she felt a remarkable lightness in her body. "I never expected that such a small change could make me feel alive again," she said. Since then, she hasn't missed a single morning. Is there a way to enhance the effect even further? Yes, absolutely. To boost the benefits, you can combine lemon water with honey, especially during the colder months. Honey soothes the mucous membranes, supports the immune system, and adds a delightful taste. You can also add a drop of olive oil. It helps in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and nourishes the skin from within. An important rule: sip it slowly in silence while listening to your breath. Let this simple drink become not just a morning habit, but a moment for yourself, a bright pause at the very start of your day. Have you noticed the following? As the years go by, it becomes increasingly difficult to shed even a couple of extra pounds. Even with a normal diet, you might experience feelings of heaviness in your legs and face, and a fullness in your stomach. This isn't always linked to overeating. More often, it's due to a slowed metabolism. This is where lemon water can act as the catalyst that gets your body moving again. First, citric acid stimulates the production of gastric juice, which enhances digestion and speeds up the breakdown of food. Secondly, the simple act of drinking a glass of water in the morning wakes up the kidneys and initiates a gentle cleanse of the excess fluid accumulated overnight. The body receives the signal that it can start shedding the surplus. Vitamin C and potassium also help regulate fluid levels in the tissues, reducing the tendency for swelling. All of this creates a feeling of lightness and inner mobility, which can be particularly noticeable after just 7 to 10 days of regular use. Nora led an active lifestyle, but after retiring, she began to feel heaviness in the mornings and experienced quick fatigue. She hadn't gained weight, but her clothes started to feel tight, especially around the waist. On a friend's recommendation, I started drinking lemon water every morning. I added a slice of fresh cucumber every now and then. After just a week, I noticed that it was easier to get up. The puffiness in my face had gone away, and I felt lighter on my feet. 2 weeks later, the jeans that I couldn't fit into before finally hugged my body again. "It's not just about losing weight," she said. "It's about regaining a sense of comfort in your own body." A great idea is to add a couple of slices of fresh cucumber or a mint leaf to your lemon water. Not only does it refresh the flavor, but it also provides a mild diuretic effect. If you drink this before light exercise or a walk, about 20 to 30 minutes beforehand, you'll double the benefits. It's important to remember, lemon water is not a diet, but rather a part of a morning ritual. It works not due to its harshness, but thanks to consistency and respect for your own body. We've discovered that just 1 glass of warm lemon water in the morning can become a true cornerstone of your day. It cleanses the body, supports heart health, reduces inflammation, boosts metabolism, and brightens the skin. This is not a miracle cure, but a natural tool. Gentle, simple, yet profoundly effective. It gives the body what it needs: attention, warmth, and the rhythm that kickstarts a healthy day. Starting is easy. Take half a lemon, squeeze it into a cup of warm, not hot, water, and add a bit of honey, ginger, or turmeric if you like. Drink it on an empty stomach, about 20 minutes before breakfast. Let this become a morning ritual, one that's slow and mindful. It's not just a drink. It's a moment of silence, care, and inner awakening. What if it doesn't work? That's a natural question to ask. But remember, lemon water doesn't promise miracles. It simply gives your body a chance to return to balance. There's no need to expect instant results. They come gradually, in feeling lighter in the mornings, having a clearer mind, and sensing a general well-being. And if you notice these changes, it means it's already working. Give it a try. Just place a lemon next to your kettle to remind you of it in the morning. It doesn't require effort, investment, or major life changes. Just 12 weeks, and you'll feel the difference. Your body will thank you. This is the first step towards greater awareness. One warm sip is a kind gesture to yourself.